says we're live. Welcome to Shitcoin Talk episode 32. I am your host at Dumb on Twitter, and we have some special guests today. We got Crypto Cobain. How's it going, man?
It's not too bad, but I've been sat in this fucking private bit for ages talking to you wankers, so it's a bit boring. But I'm glad we're live now.
Yeah, we're live. It's good. And we got Not So Fast. How's it going, Not So Fast?
Good, man. I'm real happy to be on the show.
Yeah, it's been a while. We missed you a lot.
I miss you guys too live, but you know, there's always the Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. Crypto Juggalo, hello.
How's it going? Hey, Crypto Juggalo, shitcoin speculator, you know.
Miner at heart.
Same spiel. Yep, miner at heart. We'll take it.
And we have Ant. Noose. Hello.
I love you all.
Oh, thank you. Aww. And we also have Bitcoin Dad.
Yes.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, man.
How's it going?
How's it going?
Can we just go from like 0 to?
Dude, I was like, man, me and Crypto Cobain are gonna be by ourselves, and all of a sudden everyone started coming in. So glad it worked out. Yeah. So this week I thought I would do something a little different. I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad. I kind of wanted to go over the top 10 caps, just because with Bitcoin hard fork or soft fork and hard fork possibly, and like Ethereum, and just there's a lot of new faces up in the top 10, so I kind of wanted to hit those, and then we can do whatever. But if that sounds good with you guys.
Yeah. So I tweeted what do the people want, because that's what I care about, the people. And there's too much shit, so let's ignore the people and just talk about different stuff.
Yeah. I get a lot of.
I don't recognize any of these things.
They're all multi-million-dollar ICOs on Ethereum.
Yeah, exactly. Noose, are you able to be chart guy today?
I can try. I can't do any fancy indicators, but I could like put lines on random shit and make it bullish.
All right, that sounds good.
Just make triangles. I hear people like that.
Yeah, triangles are really
Everything's
popular.
going to be a triangle. It's going to be symmetric, and I'm going to try to pick the end date of it.
Okay,
Perfect.
So we're calling good. Perfect. Okay.
That's what you're supposed to do. Other things with triangles.
Yep, triangles like this. Bitcoin. So tomorrow, I don't know what's going on with that soft fork. I'm really scared. Segwit is something about August 1st, and should I be scared? I guess that's in a month, but should I be worried about this?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, if you can worry or be relaxed, you should just default to worrying, because why be relaxed? Why enjoy life when you can fret about the future of Bitcoin and whether it will split or not? Honestly, there's so many levels of game theory going on with that stuff. I'm just so checked out by all the people that I respect acting at their lowest point on Twitter, just arguing with each other and blocking each other and pushing each other in the Twitter mud. It's hard to listen to.
It's not very nice.
No, they're not nice. They got to be nicer about it.
We're nice.
Yeah, we're nice to each other. Yeah, we're nice-ish to each other.
So I think that there's really two things to do if you're actually worried about this, depending on your disposition towards the market. If you think that the August 1st event is going to send everything to shit, then obviously you just buy dollars with your Bitcoin. If you think that it's fine and you're bullish, then the only real operation is moving things to a private key that you entirely own off exchange, be it some hardware wallet like the Ledger S Nano that Romano is always shilling to me. Or just, it can be like a fucking paper wallet if you want. But this way, if there is any chain split, you own the private key and you own both. So you're not stuck in a situation like with the Ethereum fork where the exchange keeps half of your coins, or they just say, oh, we didn't get them for some reason. So if you're bearish, then you just buy dollars. It's super easy. If you're bullish, then just make sure you own your private key during the moment of the fork, and then you're good. Hopefully you end up with 2 sets of coins too, and you can sell one for 1/5 of the price.
Yeah, keep the other one for hold. Yep, that's kind of what I was looking for too. That's the same thing for me. I've got some, like Zcash. I've been buying some Zcash because I think that's a good hedge. But yeah, US dollars also have a little bit of those too, just in case something bad does happen. And having it on a wallet that you own is very important. I would say that's probably the most important part of it.
Yeah, if you don't own your
yeah.
private keys, you do not own your Bitcoins or whatever shitcoins.
Bitcoin Unlimited, Bitcoin Plus, Bitcoin whatever the fuck else.
Bitcoin 2x, Bitcoin 10.
Bitcoin Segwit 2x.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chart Guy.
Hey, it's Chart Guy.
Everyone.
Hey, Chart
I
Guy.
just popped in. No, I just popped in, man. I just popped in to say, fuck this time. I want to sleep, man.
No, don't go to bed. We need you.
It's 2 fucking a.m., man. I just
okay.
want to go to bed.
Dude, that's like my fucking prep time, man.
Yeah.
Once you have a kid, 2 a.m. is like when you fucking get down. That's when I'm rolling. I mean, charting.
Rolling, baby. Well, Chart Guy, can you show us a Bitcoin chart real quick or not?
A Bitcoin chart.
Yeah.
You gonna put his ass to work right away?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
24. Come on, man.
No,
Screen
this is
share.
great. Perfect.
Screen 2.
And Chart Guy, thank you for coming.
What do you want to talk about with Bitcoin? Are we actually talking about Bitcoin?
Yeah, we are.
What
Yeah,
the
we
fuck
are. It's weird, huh?
Is this like World Crypto Network or something? Get the fuck out.
Dude, I don't need you to be roasting me right now, okay?
No,
It is the key Bitcoin. It is number one.
Yeah,
we
so
do.
I've
We do.
got like 7 Bitcoin charts. Which one do you want?
The best one.
This is the
one with the most triangles.
Okay. I've got a chart that's got 1 triangle.
Okay.
Where the fuck is it? I've got too many, man.
Just do the one that has all the moon symbols and it has nothing but the four. There's just Fibonacci extensions to 7,000.
Yeah, let's
Maybe
try
a
this one.
Fib spiral.
Yeah,
I don't think the new crowd's ready for Fib spiral yet.
No. I don't use fibs. Fibs are fucking voodoo, man.
Fibs are a
Yeah,
last
so-
resort anyway.
There's a triangle. Are you happy now? Can I go to bed?
Yeah, you can go to bed if you want.
Go ahead. Thanks for your triangle.
Yeah, it's a triangle. Bye.
Well, okay, that was it. Yeah, that was interesting. Thanks, Android.
I think he legit just quit. That's awesome.
Yeah, he did too. He was very serious about that. So yeah, I guess that was the thing. Is just and your predictions on maybe if Segwit does get activated, do you think that is going to propel it into the stratosphere, or what do you think?
I don't see how it doesn't just fucking dump, at least temporarily hard.
I think that's what would happen too.
Like, let's put this in the context of every other shitcoin. When your roadmap is completed, what do? You fucking dump on everybody, right?
Yeah, there's nothing left. There's nothing left to hope for, so you dump the hell out of it.
Yeah,
like you don't want to finish product anything in crypto. You just don't. It's a bad idea. So like, I hope they come out with like Segwit revision 1 alpha. Maybe then we'll be good, but even then, it's like I just don't see how it's a good thing. Like, I just want them to drag this on until support builds over like a year plus.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting.
It's kind of the opposite of like Silk Road events where something awful happens and then the price goes, fucking 5 times. It's the opposite of that. Something good happens, so it goes to like a 5th. It's over. This is the moment we were pumping towards.
Yeah. That's exactly. I mean, yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, it'll go up," but I mean, they haven't been in Bitcoin long enough to know that it dumps on any piece of news. That's good. So that's interesting.
Like with the SEC news, I think we got denied, and everyone was in denial that it was a bad thing, and we dumped like fucking high hell there. And what I was telling everybody is, once again, the roadmap example. Like, we're done. Like, we just lost that key item. And they brought Segwit back into the picture. So I don't know what they could do to, kind of keep the momentum going. But we need that. I don't know, like maybe a Mac wallet.
Yeah, that'd be good. Mac wallet.
They need more cult avatars. Get some more UASF hats out there.
Oh, yeah, dude, for sure. Yeah, so...
No, that shit's not healthy. The UASF, I don't understand it. as much as I should. I won't lie, but having people with military hats on Twitter arguing, I just don't think that's healthy.
Yeah, not at all.
It's fun sloganizing in-joke stuff, but it's not like I fail to see how it makes people understand the agenda and the shit behind it. Like I just saw people like being in their hat club.
Yeah, all of a sudden it was just army hats of user-activated soft fork. So with the SegWit 2x, on August 1st, I guess that would be the soft fork for SegWit 2x, but then that means there's going to be a hard fork like 6 months later for 2 megabyte blocks.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like you need that baked in shit where it's not done. So maybe it's good. Maybe it's a temporary dump.
No, but the 2 megabyte blocks is a bad thing.
Oh yeah,
that's what I thought too.
I think Romano said that Barry's the Antichrist because of that.
Yeah, so it's managed to repackage SegWit and the big blocks into this one thing that seems attractive because most of the letters say SegWit and the two's only a 2 at the end. So the majority of the word is, oh look, it's SegWit, but really it's
they basically agree to do a hard fork 6 months after.
Yeah, but I think the best timeline, or my favorite timeline, the Danke's timeline, is a timeline where we do fork and we do have 2 separate chains, where one is the SegWit small blocks pure chain, and one is the Roger Ver chain, and the 2 factions pump their own coin to kind of compete with price. This is the world I want to live in, where we fork the chain, and then they both just buy incessantly to try and win. But the real winners are us when we can dump on Roger and Jihad. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm living for day to day.
That sounds good to me.
3 coins.
Yeah. No shit.
I don't see how that sort of isn't a possibility. Like.
Oh yeah, it definitely is, dude.
We already have a precedent with Ethereum Classic, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants it, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Now, what that means for alts, I mean, honestly, that might be the time to just fucking dump everything. Because what do you base alts against then?
Yeah, that's going to be tricky.
Yeah.
But a lot of those alts have a USD, at least an eye on them, right? Like, anything that trades on a new investor facing, like Joe found out about Ethereum on Facebook and now he wants to throw money at it and everything. All of those USD denominated altcoins like Dash and stuff, Dash is probably going to stay exactly the fucking same as it is right now, no matter what happens to Bitcoin. Like,
no, you're right on
plus or minus fucking around, right? Like, there's still enough that there's going to be some stability, and then people are going to like fly into that stability. So anything that's like a little bit stable is going to suddenly become like an oh shit safe haven, and everybody's going to be like, one article is going to come out saying, is Dash the new safe haven? And everybody will jump into that.
Wait. Let me write it and tweet it. One second. Is Dash the new pornography?
We got like live polls going on right now. Perfect.
There's also some weird shit too that happens where a coin is doing like a semi-okay uptrend, and then you hear from somebody that they're finally at break even, and you're like, you look at the all-time high of the Bitcoin, the Bitcoin pairing, and you're like, what the fuck are you on, right?
Yeah.
So this was the case with AMP. Someone told me at like 11K that they're finally at break even, and we all know that the AMP break even. I mean, the AMP all-time high was like 40,000 or whatever. This guy and his friends, they've been trading shitcoins for about 1.5 years. They all base things on US dollar price.
Yeah, dude.
So he was just finally at a US dollar, break even. And then like pretty much once it broke that and all his friends were in profit, then it took a leg up. And then we saw that time and time again where it was just, you look at the US dollar pair, if you bought when that broke resistance, the Bitcoin pairing caught up. So I think there's merit to that, but I don't know. Maybe that's just, we need to hope that there's more people that care about the US dollar than the Bitcoin pairing.
I think anybody that has ever bought Ethereum this year only trades in US dollars. I'm pretty sure.
We like 100% agree.
Yeah, the Coinbase is the one that kind of I think that kind of made everyone look at USD. And so people bring their Bitcoin and Ethereum to Bittrex, and they're talking about Bittrex prices in USD still. It's really strange. Like, I don't know,
Well,
all these assets they're talking about.
Trex just added the US dollar now to your balances. So maybe
exactly.
that's the way that the ecosystem kind of deals with the fact that Bitcoin itself might just not be a safe haven. And I just don't tweet at me anything about that negative.
All the noobs are really confused about Bitcoin prices. They say there's too many numbers and it's too hard. So like, I don't know. I guess I've been doing it for a while. It kind of makes sense to me, but some people don't like it at all.
Wait, they mean like
the Satoshi prices? Yeah.
Oh wow. That's why this is so easy, dude. This is why crypto trading is so easy. Someone's come along and they've gone, I don't understand this. I don't understand how to do this. There's too many zeros. I can't concentrate. There's 5 zeros before the number 3. How can I record if it's gone up or down?
Yeah, I know. I feel bad for them, but
so pro tip then, if you want to make even more money than all your new friends that just got into crypto, start denominating stuff in your head in Bitcoin, and you will be outpacing those USD denominators in short order.
I think it's good to know both for sure. I actually don't really pay attention to USD at all, and maybe I should pay more attention to that, but I think it'll be okay.
Well, people are more fortunate now too, because when I first started trading crypto, I'm not gonna lie, us to executed total like 15 trades where I fucked up the Satoshi value and
market bot.
Well, no, it was worse. It was worse back then. Those handful of exchanges I made the mistake on, they had matching engine problems. So I sold to people at like single sat sometimes, or like I sold a Vertcoin once. I think at like a handful of Vertcoin, I sold someone at like maybe 50 sats, and I was like, how is this even possible? And that's when you look up matching engines and you realize that, crypto was that juvenile. So like they're lucky. Now you try to do a wrong, value, Bittrex is going to tell you. If you tried it on Crypto Rush, you just gave someone the biggest discount ever.
You just skipped all the way down to the bottom of the pile.
It didn't matter though, because they stole all your money anyway in the end. So.
That's true. All right. So what are your guys' opinions on Ethereum then? Because it's the second largest market cap, and I know they've been having a lot of trouble with all these ICOs, which is just ridiculous. So, what do you guys think?
What's Ethereum?
What is it? Is it Ethereum with the I, right? Ethereum?
Yeah, I think that's how you spell it.
Ethereum.
I think it can keep afloat as long as the ICOs are there, and I think the supply and demand is all fucked there. The whole argument of infinite supply is just retarded. If you're arguing about infinite supply in crypto, you have not seen the pumps in 2014 where we had billion count coins just go up, forever, and not forever, but they took forever to come back down, and it took it was 2 years of a bear market after that, but we had 4 to 6 months of anything with ridiculous counts. And what is it, ETH? It's like just 100 million coins or something?
92 million right now.
Yeah, that's nothing. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, we did the fucking Flutter coin, guys. So the supply thing to me is nothing. And it has a lot of demand. And yeah, all the demand is ICOs, but like that's still demand.
Yeah, I agree.
I have an idea of how the Ethereum thing is going to shake out in like the short to medium term. So I think like some ICO that based its code on Ethereum, which even Vitalik claims is super experimental, is going to get abused or hacked or create a loss similar to the way the DAO happened. And that attacker is going to dump their Ethereum or kind of create a shaky foundation for all of Ethereum. And then all of these other hyper capitalized ICOs are going to see the market capitalization of their runway shrinking.
Right,
and
they need to dump it.
Depending on how invested they are already, they're going to have to hedge against US dollar to keep their runway intact to do what they need to do and get the massages that they need to get in their super expensive Silicon Valley style office places. And it's going to cause like a pretty big revaluation of Ethereum to the downside with all this uncertainty. And that might not happen. Like they might also there might be others like trying to buy in and support the system, or all these hedge funds that are in there now that have assets, like probably fiat assets, I'm thinking, might say, oh, we'll try and prop this market up to keep everything alive. And, it might not be as bad as all that, but I think it'll be pretty chaotic with all these ICOs trying to maintain their
yeah.
prices.
I remember reading something about Status ICO was going to liquidate $1 million worth of ETH, and that was just $1 million, and that raised so many, like, people were just like losing their minds over that. And just what about all these other ones like Bancor and BAT, and who knows how many millions of dollars there are? There's billions, probably.
I mean, that's all very real concern, but at the end of the day, it's about marketing. If they can sell it to the community that dumping on them is the right thing to do, then they're in good standing, because they already sold their community that hard forking is a necessary and good evil for them. They all talk, they love their hard forks. They pump leading up to hard forks, while in the Bitcoin community we're all at each other's throats. Like, if we I don't want to say we, because I'm more about just making money these days, thank God, but like, the Bitcoin community could really steal some techniques from the Ethereum marketing, because everyone just buys their bullshit. Like, if
yes and no. Like, steal some of their techniques it's a bit of a gray area, isn't it? Because I don't think that that having a leader or having the CEO of Ethereum is necessarily a good thing. I think that being at each other's throats and democratically figuring out the next steps for Bitcoin is way better than having supreme leader say hard fork is good, dumping on you is good, some other thing is good. They have great marketing and they've sold everybody on that stuff, but I don't know if that's a good thing that Bitcoin needs to replicate. I think it's actually good that Bitcoin doesn't have this dear leader. Although we do have one now. He was on the Future of Bitcoin. Did anyone else watch it?
No.
No. What was that?
What? No one watched Craig on the Future of Bitcoin.
I don't watch. I can't watch that guy. I can't take that guy serious.
Craig.
Dude, you have to watch it. We can't talk too much about him because we don't want a lawsuit, dear. He's going to sue everybody that says that he's not Satoshi.
Yeah. Well, who would win in a fight, Craig or Vitalik? I don't know.
I thought that was going to be an easy question, but it's really not, is it?
I don't know. Vitalik posted a picture of him like dying the other day almost, and the price tanked on Ethereum. So I don't know if he has a good shot at winning a fight.
Yeah, but he might be augmented.
True, he could.
He might have done experiments on himself and like have like a, I don't know, like a secret bionic part of his body that we don't know about. Like maybe he's got a bionic dick or something.
Oh God.
Hiding something
Craig, I don't know.
behind the purple cat bag.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Vitalik. Yeah, there's the theory.
I hope he doesn't watch this.
I mean, is it?
Sorry.
I don't.
D-man.
Yeah, we love him. He's our furious leader. Okay, we could talk about Ripple, or we don't have to talk about Ripple. I don't know. You're talking about supply, and supply of Ripple is 38 billion news. So,
I think anyone that loses money on Ripple
deserved it.
Yeah, that's an expensive lesson.
Yeah.
Anyone that makes money on Ripple is some kind of like ninja or incredibly lucky, and it's just not something that I would touch.
Nope, I don't either. I think that a lot of people in here feel the same way. I know not so fast. I don't even want to get him started on it.
I won't get started. I promise I won't.
Okay, let's go to Litecoin then.
Yeah.
Litecoin. It's got Segway. It's got Charlie Lee. It's got Coinbase. I don't know. It's got everything. What do you guys think?
So it also has the absence of Roger and the absence of Craig. So it has all these things, but its biggest benefit is the absence of the fucking fucksticks, isn't it?
Yeah, really.
So I think that a lot of its positivity also hinges on the politics of Bitcoin. In that the more chaotic Bitcoin becomes, the more attractive Litecoin is, because it's the peaceful. It's Canada. It's like, oh, that's nice and quiet over there. They're just doing stuff,
I like that. Litecoin is the Canada
of crypto.
That's a quotable moment, I think.
No, that's very true. Like even in the process of like everyone getting shaken out, there was just people that were going back like, you know, I lost all this money, but the time I spent in the troll box, it was nice. I made friends. I'm like, what is that? And then Charlie was just like this benevolent troll the entire time, you know, like losing money alongside everyone. There was times where I think there was one time he put out like this huge buy wall and it just got crushed.
Yeah, it was like 10,000
like,
Litecoins or something like that. Just
he gave his community, like, you know, some people an exit, and then he was just like, yeah, guys, I'm losing beside you. And like, I mean, I don't recommend any dev to do that, but you know, that shit goes a long way. So
yeah, no shit.
Yeah. No, I do like Litecoin because at this juncture, you're right, it's so politically more attractive than Bitcoin. And you got to think, like, everybody touts the security of the Bitcoin network, but it's not just a number of stacking up hash rate of one with hash rate of the other. They both have fucking ASIC support. That is, you know, regardless of Bitmain's backdoors, like, that's huge. Services like yours are deciding, oh, well, the chains are so similar, let's release our shit on Litecoin because at least that's not under a contentious hard fork propaganda type thing in a month. We want to launch our service without anything fucking up, so we're going to do it on Litecoin because at least that's a rock. It's stable. It's going to do its own thing. It's got all the unknowns of Bitcoin baked in already, and it's a secure network because it has ASICs. So why not use that?
You say rock? Is that what they were trying to say years ago? That Litecoin is a rock is because it's stable?
No, it's because it goes down. But I'm twisting that around.
Yeah, see, I see it now. It makes more sense. No, man. And then other things like Omni, the Omni layer is also going to Litecoin too. I mean, I think they're going to test it on Litecoin. So, but all these Bitcoin layer projects are kind of switching over to Litecoin because it's more appealing to them.
Because they can. It's the same code base, right? Like almost.
Basically, yeah. Can't be too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Litecoin would be it's going to be an interesting one for sure.
Yeah, Loops has shorted Litecoin too, so it would be nice to pump him to shake out Loops. Sorry, Loops. We like it a lot, but you know.
Let's take down the duck hunt.
Make a Photoshop about it, Loops.
How about Ethereum Classic? Is there anything good or bad about?
I think that's in trouble. I think Barry put that tweet out there to let everyone know, like, hey guys, I'm gonna go AWOL, so you might as well dump for a bit.
Yeah, fuck, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those chains like the original selling point of Classic was that, look, it's the chain without a leader, but then there's a new elected leader and it's now Barry. I don't know if that's any better. I think it's maybe worse.
It's not.
Yeah, I don't think so. It's interesting that, you know, so like Gambit is and a few other things are switching to Ethereum Classic, but I guess they must know something we don't, or they must feel really comfortable about it or something.
Well, but I think for in some ways it feels safer than ETH in that ETH has been in this enormous bubble and feels like it could drop off a cliff at any moment, where Classic looks a little bit more stable. Classic isn't getting backed up by these massive ICO network stalling things, so that the chain's a little bit freer to actually fucking transact. So,
right.
So yeah, there are a few reasons for places to move over, but yeah, I mean, big picture, they're probably going to be correlated, I imagine. How exactly to be seen, but
the ICOs for Ethereum Classic, not vested yet. I haven't seen any, but I don't know that there is or is not going to be in the future. Probably not as bad as Ethereum, obviously, but
well, if there's potential for, oh shit, there's a fox outside. What the fuck? Anyway,
cool. Oh no!
What the fuck are you doing here? If there's any scope for an ICO to happen, then it probably will happen. I think that's the law of ICOs. If there could be an ICO, there will be an ICO. So I imagine there will be ICOs soon.
That's fair enough. Anybody else have anything to add about Ethereum Classic? No? All right. Well, we're down to the last 5, and the last 5 are New Economy Movement, Dash, IOTA, BitShares, and Monero. 2 of those are kind of unfamiliar to me, IOTA and BitShares. the new economy movement, I'm kind of unfamiliar with as well, but I
Dude,
kind of know what that is.
I can't talk about NEM.
Okay.
It pisses me off still. So I bought the NEM ICO. Do you remember what it was? Does anyone remember?
No.
I don't.
So basically,
No.
it was a Bitcoin talk thread, and page 1 to 5 got in free. Page 5 to 10, it was 0.001 Bitcoin. Next 5 pages was 0.001, 0.01, etc. So I bought for 0.001 Bitcoin, and then because it was 2014, whatever, and the redemption process was took longer than 15 minutes. So I was like, I can't be asked redeeming this shit. And then 3 years later, I had luck, and that's now worth 600 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I was like, and I went back through my DMs, and I've got DMs between me and Jeebus, and also me and the NEM official Twitter. How do I redeem this? And then I'm like, seems complicated. Don't worry about it.
Oh my God.
A couple of months later, I'm like, oh, maybe I should redeem it. Nah, never mind. It's only worth 2 Bitcoin now. Yeah, well, it's worth 600. So
Yeah.
So I don't like the coin. It's going to 0. Fucking dump it. I don't care about it.
I have a few of those coins too that I hate even looking at. That's yeah, that hurts. Do you guys have anything to add about new economy movement?
Well, as far as I know, it's actually just the Asian version of Ripple. But since hardly anyone understands it, we just all let it slide.
Yeah. Basically.
So Ripple, everyone shits on it left and right, but the same things are going on. They're making the same partnerships. They're allowing the same, linking and they're sharing all this KYC shit. And yeah, none of us really give a fuck because it doesn't really affect us.
Wait, but
Yeah.
I thought the reason everyone hated Ripple was because they owned 99% of the supply or something locked away in a vault or something. And then there was a weird thing with the original founder got fired and took $250 million worth with him or something. That number might be false. I just said a high number because I remembered that it happened.
Everybody hates Jed. Jed
Is that who it
McKay.
was? Right.
Yep. Yeah, he's the dickhead that he sold Mt. Gox right before it went under, and then he also started Stellar and then dumped mercilessly for 2 years plus. So yeah, the thing I'm saying it has in common is the whole be your own bank thing that Bitcoin is. It's
Right.
not be your own bank at all with them. It's let other people be your bank.
Let us be your
unbank.
Let banks be your bank.
Exactly. Bankception.
I don't have anything to add. If we can, I think Dash is next. I know we could probably talk a little bit about Dash. Not so fast. Say something.
Okay. I don't know. I still like them, and they have who all the arguments that are against them. They have such an awesome amount of haters. It's just so amazing, and then they just keep doing their own thing. They have a $1.1 million US equivalent monthly budget to spend on proposals, just promoting themselves. So they're probably going to be fairly successful, I would think, because they have that capital governed really well. They've ironed out the kinks, and I don't know. I would be able to do a lot of stuff with $1 million a month. That's great money.
What would you do? Wait. Let's derail this. What would you do with $1 million a month for the next year, month by month?
Me personally, but if I was the Dash team,
no, you personally.
No, me
At the
personally.
same time.
I'm not good at money spending, man. I would go on Cryptopia and buy every shitcoin.
You should just buy Cryptopia.
No, Hex wouldn't sell it to me. I would just have to buy all the dot until.
That sounds kind of responsible with your money, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how to spend money, honestly.
I don't either. Yeah, I didn't know that. I haven't done a lot of research on Dash, unfortunately.
Man, I saw this fucking proposal they had for that Amanda chick. Amanda.
Oh,
Amanda?
I'm not gonna pretend to know her last name, but anyway, it was she gets
Johnson.
$10,000 a month to just shill it.
And the reason she gets that is she locked in a proposal when that was only $500 or $600 a month, and she's locked in for the long term now. And because she was sort of a a grandfather or grandmother or whatever of the sort of like proposal movement in a long-term promotional thing that was
Definitely got
working.
rewarded for it.
Yeah, she's getting rewarded for it. So like, I liked her show when it was independent. She was talking about the multi-currency future, but I do not begrudge her being a well-paid full-time Dash shill. I think that's fine. You know, she can do what she wants.
Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, Dash went nuts. It hit $1 billion market cap before, and then it kind of lulled down, and then Bitcoin took off, and now it's sitting at a $1.3 billion market cap again. $182 per dark coin. Wow, that's pretty amazing, dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's a good one to keep looking at. IOTA. So IOTA is a new one that, I mean, not new, I guess, new to CoinMarketCap.
So IOTA's Philcoin, right? But it's a new Phil. It's not the original Philcoin. It's Phil Pottercoin. It's the dude that
It's a reformed Phil.
Well, Philcoin was originally the other Phil, right? But this is like a legitimate Philcoin. It's just by the guy, the Bitfinex guy, right? It's like he made it or owns like most of the supply and added it to Finex or something. I don't know. I got told this the other day. I asked someone how this thing I'd never heard of was on Finex, and the person responded that it was Phil Potter's coin. So that's why
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the whole thing that happened with the Finex tokens is really understated. CryptoPath, dropped the bomb the other day that a lot of people have known, but so many people sold their BFX tokens when they had the opportunity that they don't realize that they lost a lot of US dollars.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't expect anything less from them. So I think anything they list from now on, they pretty much pre-bought and or have had a hand in.
Well, yeah, because they listed fucking Bitcoin Classic and Bitcoin Unlimited markets too, and like how do you even list those markets? Like what are they? Like, so I don't know, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't
that's
understand the relationship there.
Listing Bitcoin Classic and Bitcoin Unlimited markets is kind of like, remember when Gox was like dying, and that guy made Bitcoin Builder, where you could trade Gox coin, because he found out that if you had like a premium account or something, you could transfer internally within Gox. So people were basically trading on an IOU within his Gox account or something. It was really good fun, man. Was no one around then? It was really good fun. It was really fun trading that. But you could trade, basically, if you could bet that Gox was solvent or not financially. So if you thought it was solvent, you could buy Gox coins for like 10% of 1/10 of a Bitcoin. So you could, if they were solvent, your 1 Bitcoin would become 10. So I was trading that market like fuck, and the site that the guy made was so bad. There were so many bugs. Sometimes your Bitcoin balance would just triple, or like or go negative.
God damn it.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like that's Finex's strange.
Yeah, it's really tough to even talk. It's really even tough to talk about IOTA until it goes somewhere else, because with the BFX tokens, I felt like I wanted to trade him. It's just there was no literal by the blood, a moment better than that in crypto. You were not just figuratively. You were buying, people's debt. It was like you were a debt collector. You got someone's student loan, pennies on the dollar, if you want to put it that way. But it's like sending the Yobit right now. So you really have to think about it.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's almost worse than sending the Yobit, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Yobit, you'll get your shit eventually.
Eventually, but next, who knows? Yeah, IOTA. I don't know much. I have to do some research on that one.
I think it's up like 90x or something from its ICO.
It's been like, I thought it was traded OTC or maybe not, but it's been like, I've seen that thread on Bitcoin Talk like for years now. So, they made it way up to rank 8 on the CoinMarketCap list, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, this year market caps matter the least they've ever.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. So BitShares is up here at number 9. I don't know anything about BitShares, honestly.
I don't even know what it is.
It was like that first, I think, the first proxy exchange, decentralized proxy exchange, where you send in your coins and it gets held and you create an asset and you can trade that asset on their decentralized exchange. And it's kind of like old tech at this point, but I guess it's still worth $1 billion ish. No, 600 billion.
Yep.
0.6 bill.
Massive pump, which I guess is probably why it's up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even in what is this? February, it was market cap was only 10 million. So that makes sense, I suppose.
Wow.
Yeah, we can skip that. Monero. Monero is the number 10 on the list. Just beating out Stratus by $30 million.
I like this shit, but I really don't know why. Like, every time I look at it, I'm like, yeah, that's nice, isn't it? It's nice. That's about it.
Yeah, I have some. I don't know. Like, I like that. I like Fluffy, but I think he hangs out with like the wrong Bitcoin people. And I know he loves not being taken seriously at all, and having Monero be like the black sheep of the popular cryptos and the don't buy Monero type of thing, like the anti-show. But you can't position on just that and be affable and then talk about how everything else is a scam across the board. Like, it's just, if you hate every cryptocurrency, including your own, like, why the fuck are you involved in it?
Yeah, I don't know. Didn't he do some sort of like fake announcement where they're like announcing Monero something and made a huge video for it, and it was gonna be some crazy event, and then it turned out just to be a troll? Because he was like mad about consensus where all the ICO rooms were full and Monero's room was like empty when he was doing his presentation. So like he did some weird fake hype thing and just like everyone just dumped it. Like, yeah, I don't know. That guy's weird.
Doesn't it sound a bit like if I was your altcoin developer, like if Cobain was the lead dev of like one of these top 10 market cap projects, it's most likely to be Monero, isn't it? Like, if you go down the list, it's like, guess which one I was the lead dev of. It's not Bitcoin, it's not ETH, it's not Ripple. Oh fuck, it's Monero, isn't it? That one. It's that one.
Yeah, that's true. I've never had any Monero. I don't know.
But a friend of mine, a friend that I know, told me that it is used on popular dark markets. He just told me that. He just told me that. That's why I know that. He told me that it's on there. It's one of the offerings along with ETH and Bitcoin and
Zcash, right?
Yeah.
It's actually very underrated in terms of its tech and its development team. Like, the best way I summarize, its kind of place in things is that Zcash has all the hype, and they have a lot of fucking smart people, on their team. But they're all, I would say, book smart versus the Monero team, which is like street smart. Like, these guys have been been developing and fucking up for years, and I mean that in a good way. And like, they found other coins exploits, and I think they audit their own code all the time, to the point where there's been FUD against them, and then they've had to tell people, like, you found our own FUD, like, we exploited ourselves, and you're just looking at a thread where we did a bounty. And like, so they definitely, like, they know the space. But I kind of agree with Not So Fast. Doing shit like that conference, fucks things up, at least temporarily. Like, you can't really do that. And then a lot of our cycles, they're extremely time based. So they could have fucked things up where they messed up the opportunity to ride this bubble. Which, whatever, you can say, they don't care about the price, but that pump and dump is on the fucking weekly, man.
Yeah, exactly. No joke. So now who do you think is worth? Fluffy Pony guy or Zuko?
Fuck Zuko. So the stupidest fucking guy that has ever been supposedly smart on Twitter. Like, he needs to have his goddamn Twitter. Like, if he stops tweeting, he's like the opposite of Barry. He needs to tweet less.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, I remember that, dude. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, I guess we cover the top 10. That's cool.
Yeah, so we can move on to the fun ones.
We can move on to fun ones. Yeah, we can move on to some other fun ones.
All right. Let me go find my tweet. Let's see what people wanted. Because
got like 10 minutes. We can do small coins for 10 minutes, and then do like a little roundup or see what you guys are up to this week. So,
okay, so I don't know what this is. XEL.
Oh God, do we want to talk about that?
I don't know. Kawaii Crypto.
Elastic.
STR, ESP, PLU, Strat, XVG,
We could talk about Strat. It's number 11 on CoinMarketCap.
LUM,
I don't know what there's.
VRM, WorldCoin. Let's talk about WorldCoin.
WorldCoin?
WorldCoin.
WorldCoin's too old. You can talk about World.
I didn't even
That
know
was
it's still a
before
thing.
my time.
Does it still exist?
Yeah,
It
it's got a
does.
$22 million market cap, and it's traded on Cryptopia and Juby.
Oh, can we talk about China executing ICO traders? Like they're just going to kill them. They're going to get the death penalty.
No way.
Did you not see this? So there was an article the other day saying that if you host an ICO in China, you could get the death penalty. I think this is great.
Yeah, I think it's all if you raise money outside of normal channels, of which ICO is probably the most popular way right now, then you could get put to death. So I think the subtext is if you're gonna die if you're Chinese and you make an ICO.
That's super metal though, dude. Like China's so metal. It's like
yeah, that's pretty crazy. What is there? Is there a coin you guys want to talk about? What coin do you have in mind, Matt? So fast. Let's hear your pick.
Well, if you guys wanted to, I don't know. Okay, we can talk about Elastic because it's down a lot, and apparently there's a lot of FUD about it on Bitcoin Talk. But if you know, Golem is supposed to be a world computer, but right now their main functionality, all they can really do is decentralized rendering of graphics, whereas Elastic
or something.
Yeah, Elastic can kind of develop their own programming language so that you can do a much more versatile amount of decentralized collaborative computer work. And people submit work, and instead of mining it, you put your resources towards completing that work in the Elastic PL language. And so Elastic's market cap is very small, Golem's is very big, that does less. So the play is that you probably want to buy Elastic when it's on a big exchange and have it be about equal to the benchmark that Golem set. So that's and also Elastic was had a pretty crazy background where the original developer, we don't quite know what happened to him, but the people he was collaborating with kept on pursuing the project and developing it, even though they didn't get paid any of the original Bitcoin, which the original developer still had. And they brought it to release for free or for their own Elastic holdings. And most people are sitting in like a 30-ish X on that trade right now.
Yeah,
which
700 sats or something was the ICO price.
That's the average. Yeah, the average. Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
How long's it been? It's been a while too since they've raised the ICO, hasn't it? Like a year.
Yeah, February, and it was a donation thing, I guess. But nobody except Lannister, the original dev, knows where those Bitcoins are. He may have died, but so many devs may have died.
That, even the Bitcoin dev might have died.
Yeah, he probably did, didn't he?
I don't know.
No, sorry. I watched him earlier on the future of Bitcoin. Please don't infer that I'm saying Craig Wright is not Satoshi. I don't want to be sued. Craig Wright is Satoshi, guys.
Maybe Satoshi is sitting in this Hangouts call right now. It could be. Yeah, Elastic is interesting. It is weird. It's on the Heat Exchange, which is it's interesting. Heat Exchange. It's actually kind of interesting, but yeah, I had my eye on Elastics too, so I know a lot of people have. There's been a lot of buzz about it the last week or two.
Yeah,
so does anyone know anything about QRL? Yeah, some guy called HL Lissam has asked for it, and someone called Moriarty has just favored it.
Oh yeah, the quantum resistant ledger.
Yeah, so Actual Advice was showing this to me ages ago. So I looked into it, but I don't have any. So and I don't know what happened since. I think Romano bought some. I saw him tweet about it too, but I haven't really followed the market. So I'll defer to you guys. I'm just picking shit from my mentions. So.
Yeah, I don't know much about this. I've heard people talking about it as well. Here, hold on, I'll pull up a chart real quick.
To me saying it's kind of similar to Skycoin or something like that. What they do. I haven't looked into it myself.
Similar to Skycoin? No way.
Heard of Skycoin.
You love Skycoin.
I love Skycoin. So yeah, it's on Bittrex. QRL is on Bittrex. It looks like it had a pretty decent pump. And
So
it's dying.
the only thing that I know about this, the actual advice told me, is that there's some asset swap happening. So I think this is like a token for the actual that you get to swap to the actual asset when they have a product. I think they're currently like pre-product, and surprisingly, this is pre-product. And yeah, so I think this is something that you will swap for an asset later, maybe. So I don't know if that can make the market interesting up to the point where you swap, but maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll do some research on this. There's so many new coins that have come out. I can't keep up with all of them, man. It's just too hard.
So you could have brought up, like, if you cover up the name and said this was an altcoin chart, it could literally be any chart, couldn't it? This is what they all look like.
Yeah, basically.
This is such a familiar picture.
Yeah. Yep, basically.
Yeah.
There's a new economy movement for you.
So Romano wants us to talk about Decred and Zcoin, but not Zcash.
Okay, we could probably hit
sure.
Decred one time. We could hit Decred one time, and then we'll do a little roundup. Are any of you guys in Decred or have looked at Decred recently?
Yeah, I'm in it. I'm staking the fuck out of it. It's been trading in a pretty good range between, I don't know, about, well, now I have to look at Polo. That seems to be in...
yeah, there's a little range right here.
Yeah, good little range, but little steps up and then trickles back down.
Yeah, I've been buying as well. I think it's just one of those coins that's like just good to have in your portfolio for sure.
Yeah, and that chart doesn't look like shit either. Which, like, at this point in the crypto cycle, if it doesn't look like shit, that's usually a good thing. Because there's a lot of charts that look a lot worse than that.
Oh yeah.
Considering it was an airdrop and it has a $170 million market cap right now, pretty impressive. I know.
Yeah, I agree. They airdropped you what, like 3 Bitcoin worth of coins now?
Yeah.
It's like, thank you.
A good amount of money, for sure.
Yeah, no one held them, of course.
I held them. I held them all and bought
You
more.
did?
I swapped them all around actually and increased the size of my bag because that's all that I do.
Wow, you're just a bag holder.
Just a shitty bag holder.
Yeah, I think Decred is one of the most interesting projects because it didn't do ICO, they're being mined, and they did the airdrop too. Yeah, I thought that was pretty incredible. So
and they've got a cool system of staking that works because it's by tickets that lock up your coins kind of for actual collateral, and they have governance like pretty well solved. And I think that's what a lot of like the hedge funds are looking at getting into as they pick a side, you know, like they're like, oh, Bitcoin can't govern itself for shit. It's always going to be the way it is, or it's going to fuck itself up. And they like the way that Decred governs itself with the, I don't know how much of it's implemented yet, but it seems to be chugging along just fine. So
yeah, I feel like the developers, they must have some Decred and they must be working hard on it. I would think they would be holding it. That's kind of what they get their drive to keep working for. Yeah, $167 million market cap from an airdrop.
They have a strong community behind it, and they do those puzzles and stuff too, which is pretty unique.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, definitely. That's I've been buying, so I think that's a good one to hold on to for a while. Even though I wish I would have bought last year or held the airdrop coins. Either way. All right. So I think we're about an hour now. I didn't think we'd be able to make it, but we did. So we'll just do a little roundup, I guess, and see what you guys are looking at this week and what you have planned for the coming weeks. So Bitcoin Dad, how's it going, man?
Good. Man. Ready to get some shitcoins going, some real shitcoin talk. But I got my eye on a couple coins. Well, actually, just mainly add into bags at this point. A little hesitant jumping into new positions, but mainly holding what I have and adding. But I like some coins on Cryptopia. Emerald coin, still really like Emerald coin, $180,000 market cap, 3 or 4 years old.
Damn.
Developers still around trying to do new things. So I like it. Willing to hold that. It's going to get some action at some point. Geo, another good one, 2.3 million. I really like what Geo's got going. Has been for a couple years now. Pretty unique.
Yeah, I know you've been a fan of Geo for a long time.
Yep. So still rolling with those. I'm focusing personally on lower market caps, maybe under 25 million. Trying to pick up some gems that have some room to grow and see kind of where all this Bitcoin action takes us, and maybe overflows to some of these other coins. Lower market caps might be a little more stable, so I'm kind of taking that angle.
Yeah, good. Juggalo.
Not too much going on here. Just kind of padding bags as opportunities come about, kind of riding out the current ones. Still mining garbage like Pink Dog coin, staking nonsense like Light Dogecoin.
Pink Dog coin.
Somebody's got to ride them out.
Yeah, I mean, you got to carry those networks.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
One day, maybe Loops will pump it.
Yeah, hopefully. We're waiting for Loops to pump Pink Dog coin. I'm waiting too.
Yeah, not too much here aside from there.
Sweet. Yeah, Cobain, how about you? What are you looking at or doing or not doing?
I kind of feel like a bit of a fraud on a shitcoin talk show because I'm almost like entirely in dollars. But I think what Dad said about sentiment regarding small caps is pretty valid, because we're in this tipping point where the crypto market's continuation or downtrend will be decided kind of soon. The small cap coins feel like the safest ones to be buying, because everything else is going to be super correlated to the next move. So buying small cap things and Bitcoin goes up, you're in a great position. Buying small cap things and it goes down, you can sell off a little bit easier than the Polo, Bittrex kind of high volatility coins that will react quite quickly to a Bitcoin move. So yeah, I'm just waiting out this Bitcoin triangle. We'll make some decisions and then look at some super small cap things, as Dad was mentioning before.
That's basically where I'm at too, I think. So not so fast. What about you?
Oh my God, I just been digging like at the bottom of the garbage heap in a gas mask. So like I've been trying to like stealth accumulate some stuff that I thought is just so tenuous. I tried buying Verta Coin Plus on Blue Trade because I thought nobody was looking at it. It's like the poor man's Eastern European monetary unit. It's just like they try to do all these really crappy services and they don't do any of them very well at all. But I tried a big buy and then to set some low buys, and suddenly like people saw that somebody was buying and they like 2x the price, so that's fucked. So like I have another Cryptopia, just absolute garbage coin that I'm accumulating, but I can't even say what it is because people will just jump on it and they will literally find it.
Yeah,
they'll
ruin it.
Well, they'll ruin it for themselves and then they'll blame me. So I can't even say what it is, but just think of like the most garbage coin with like the smallest glimmer of life, and that's what I'm trying to buy lately. So it's probably a waste of time, but
well, yeah, it is until it's not. Until you look at a year later, you're like, holy shit! Like, but
that's what I'm hoping.
You're not mining anything not so fast. Anything new?
Just the basics. So I'm still mining Zcash with GPU rigs. I'm mining the Zpool because they're Canadian. Zpool's script multi-pool. Still got hard drives mining Burst, and I've got an ASIC mining just straight Bitcoin. And really can't wait for some of those Sia obelisks to hit my doorstep. I bought a couple of those. I'm fucking raging on those.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah,
absolutely. Can't wait.
Actually, I'm going to buy that Nimic thing. I don't know if you saw it. It's like a post-product ICO. They built like a browser. I'm going to buy that. I think that looks sick.
Yeah, me too. That's got a proof of work phase, and I want to mine it. So definitely.
Yeah, you can mine it as well, can't you? That's what you talked about mining. Actually, reminded me of that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I've been looking at Decred this week. Kind of bigger caps like Zcash and stuff. Still interested. Just kind of waiting it out. And looking at shit on Cryptopia as well. I was gonna say a name, but now I'm scared that I don't want to say the name of the coin either.
Do it, man. Be brave. Be brave. Just fucking do it. Do it, and I'll market buy it now to ruin it for you.
No, I don't want you to market buy it. There's like
just say what the Say what the short name starts with, and watch every Cryptopia coin that starts with that letter. Boom!
Oh man, okay, I'll give you a hint. It's a planet coin. There.
Oh!
So really bad, but just digging in shit, Cryptopia, you know, everything. So not too much here, just hanging out. So, well, I think that's all we have time for. Is there any last words before we end this broadcast?
Farewell, friends.
So
Farewell.
Until next time.
we did the top 10. Does
Oh,
that
yeah,
mean we do the bottom 10?
Oh, dude! Oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, dude! That sounds like a great idea. I am so down for that. And maybe we'll get a chance to cover Dotcoin next week. I'm not sure, but dude, that's not a bad idea, dude. You got me excited. All right. Until next time. Shitcoin talk. We'll see you later. Good night.
Buy your bags.
Buy my bags.